everyone, and welcome back to another Argentina vlog. And in this vlog we are starting a new series, and it's all about exploring Argentina and being out of Buenos Aires, the city. And today we are in the beautiful city of La Plata, and you can probably see behind me the giant symbolic cathedral, and it's so pretty. It looks so big behind me, but like I promise you it's like 50 times more bigger than what it even seems in this clip right now. It's so beautiful. We already started today by spending about 11,000 pesos, which is like 10-ish US dollars, because I checked the weather app before coming to La Plata. We came from Caba, the city of Buenos Aires, and it said it was going to be like 80 degrees today in full sun. But we arrived and I did not bring a sweater. I arrived in just like a t-shirt, a tank top, and it was so cold. It was so cloudy. It was like 15 degrees colder. It was windy. So if you're traveling, even for a day trip outside of Buenos Aires, pack a little extra something. You never know what it's gonna feel like. Of the cathedral right now, and if you think that it looks pretty from the outside, the inside was just absolutely stunning. One of the things that I loved most about being in the cathedral was like all the stained glass. It was just so incredibly beautiful. So obviously if you come to La Plata, this is a must-do thing that you have to see and experience. Decided to take a little coffee break because you guys know I need a coffee, and I have not had one today because we left our house so early today. We left our house at like 8 a.m. to catch a 9 a.m. train at Constitution to come here and arrive in La Plata at 10 a.m. So we are having our first coffee and our only coffee of the day. We are at Paso A. It's a coffee place really close to the cathedral, and it was really good. We may still get lunch somewhere else, I'm not quite sure, but this coffee, I'm very picky with my iced lattes and my iced coffees, but this one was very, very good. So if you come to La Plata, I recommend this place. Finally leaving the plaza of the cathedral, and I know we just ate at a cafe, but I just kind of wanted a coffee because I had chipa. Before we left Buenos Aires, there was this woman selling chipa, 2 chipas for 1,000 pesos, which was like 2 chipas for $1. I absolutely love chipas. Michael had his, he already ate his coming here, but
because it was served warm.
Yeah.
It was a hot chipa, come on.
It was a hot chipa. I did snag a few bites from Michael's chipa, but I knew I had lunch packed, or at least a snack packed, so that's what we're gonna be eating while we go to our next place. Destination is like 40 minutes away, so we have a long time to walk, but I will have to say that one thing that is not easy for me personally, and maybe pedestrians who are used to like the Buenos Aires city walking experience, is that it is really hard to figure out when it is my turn to cross the street. Like I understand, like I can see the lights, for the cars when there's a red light, but like for me and Michael are like looking all over to see like if there's a pedestrian light. We can't find them a lot of the times, and it's like I don't know if it's my turn, because here in La Plata like there's a lot of corners, so it's kind of hard to figure out which lane a car is going. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's one thing that I'm experiencing here, is that like I don't know when to cross, I don't know when it's my turn, and most times Michael and I are just like, we just gotta try right now. And there's been a few times when we were crossing and we were like in the middle of the red going to green light. So we're really doing our best out here. But in Buenos Aires, in the city of Buenos Aires, it is so easy to figure out like when it's your turn to cross, because there's the pedestrian lights. But that's one thing that we're having trouble with in La Plata. But like we are walking on the most beautiful just pathway. It's just so open. There's so much space to walk in. There's so much greenery. It is very, very, very beautiful. But we still have a long walk until we get to our next destination.
Oh, another street. Oh, another street. Oh, another street. So many streets.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
so many streets. I feel like here, I don't know if it's just that we're not seeing it, like we're not seeing a lot of buses. We don't see a subway system here, so I'm assuming there's no subway system here. But it seems like a city, like if you're living here, you probably need a car to live in. And you guys know when I sold my car in New York, it was like the happiest day of my life, because like I never want to drive again in Buenos Aires or in Argentina. I never want to own a car. I never want to drive a car. It's one thing to think about, like if you're thinking about leaving the city of Buenos Aires and like living in a different place, is that if you end up living in La Plata, you may need to own a car, because it would just make your life so much more easier. Able to make it into the Museum of La Plata, and it was really cool. There is a museum in Buenos Aires, like the scientific museum, that's like kind of similar to this one in my opinion, but this one was so cool to go into. I don't think I've been into a museum with like so many fossils and like being able to see like all of like the skeletons of the animal. Like it was really cool. And there were two ways to make your payment. You could have paid online and saved like 500 pesos or like 50 cents, but we got in there and we're like, we don't even want to like try to navigate doing this online. So we just paid at the window, and we had to pay 4,000 pesos for each of us. And we had to spend like an extra 500 pesos, an extra like 50 cents. But when we got there, it was only open for like an hour. So we had like an hour to like go through everything, and we were able to get through everything in like 40 minutes. So we did pretty good. And it's like so pretty. You can see it behind me. It's like, it was a really good trip.
Natural science museums are my favorite, so I thought it was really cool. They had so many skeletons, so many fossils. It's just crazy to see like how big the animals were, how big a blue whale is. It's just crazy, yeah.
You like always see like these animals and I don't know, things like on the internet or in books you read about them or things like that, but to actually see like the skeleton in front of you, it really puts it into perspective, like how big these animals are. Like, it blows my mind. I can't even wrap my mind around it. And we're kind of walking by the central street, kind of, so I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. It's also very windy, but a lot of people ask us, I get this just about on every single video that I post. I always get comments about this, asking why I never leave Cabo, and I do, I just don't always vlog it because I obviously live in Cabo, but when I'm outside of the city, like I really just want to immerse myself in that experience and really just appreciate the beauty that I'm in and the new experiences that I'm in. And also for me personally, like it's a lot easier to vlog in places like in Cabo that I know. But vlogging in a new place, like you don't know the neighborhood that you're in, it's new experiences, like it's all very new. And I try to be as present as I possibly can. And this isn't even my first time in La Plata. It's Michael's first time, but I've been here before. So being able to come here again and vlog it has made this vlogging experience a lot more easier on me. But this year, we are going to do some more vlogs of us outside of Cabo. So I'm really trying hard, and I hope you guys appreciate it. On the train right now. We thought it was gonna leave like literally right now, but when we looked at the board it said it wasn't gonna leave for another 20 minutes. So it's so hot outside right now. It was really cold earlier, but the sun came out and now it's really hot. So the train has AC in it, so we're just gonna hang out here for like 20 minutes. And to go from Constitution to La Plata, it costed us like 450 pesos for an hour trip. So honestly, it was a really good economic trip. We paid with our Subte card. I think with the train, they haven't implemented it so you can pay with your Visa credit card or debit card yet, but hopefully they're able to implement that because I love being able to pay with my credit card or my debit card. And it's gonna be like an hour ride home for us. And I think with all that being said, I'm gonna end the vlog here. I really hope that you've enjoyed this first episode of this series of us traveling around Argentina, and I hope to bring you more in the 2025 year. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and leave me a comment down below. I really try to respond to all of my comments. So with all that being said, I will see you in the next one. Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. Hold on. In conclusion, I bought this shirt. Well, actually Michael bought it for me, but that's how we started the day. It'd actually be better if I was sitting where you're sitting because you could see all of the, it's like backlight. I don't think it's bad, but wow, it's really loud.